find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call
Introducing.
They know what it is, know what I do.
Nick Tate.
Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My rings.
Joe Caldero.
Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit
Chad
into
Young.
my shoes. Still I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
Hey, welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
And I'm the Chad White.
Hey guys, welcome back to our Week 6 episode. We're going to talk about the games going on this weekend. But before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. We're doing amazing. You guys are fantastic supporters. And don't forget to go to our merch store because we're giving away a Devin White mini speed helmet signed and authenticated by Beckett, as well as a Boba Fett signed and autographed
Funko
Pop. That's correct. Yep. And for every $5 you spend in our store, not only do you get some amazing gear and some great products, you also get your name in a hat to get one of those items.
Awesome.
We're trying to get to 3,500 subscribers so we can give away 4 jerseys. So how we're going to do that is not only you like and subscribe, but you comment on one of our videos. It could be a short. It could be anything.
Send us a short and engage with us. Send us a short.
Yep.
You know, if you're want to send us like a quick 5-second short telling us who you like, who you don't like, we might even put it on the podcast.
Yeah, that's it. We'll put it up on the podcast. It's going to be right here at smashmouth1footballerz@gmail.com.
Introduce yourself on it and say what you like for one player during the week or 2 players, and we'll go with it. Or who you don't like.
Now you got some questions. We'll give you a shout out, give you some advice.
There you go.
Who we like, and
tell Chad he's wrong. That's great.
Yeah. Hey, I love everybody telling me I'm wrong because all I'm doing is winning.
I've been playing for almost 20 years, and this is the wrongest I've been.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
All right. So what you guys got?
Week 6 coming up. We got quite a bit of obstacles that we need to go through. First off, some of the best offenses in the NFL are on a bye. We have the Chiefs, obviously. Juju just tore them up. Kareem Hunt. They just play players and they just get points.
So we both were right. We both were right.
Yeah,
I said it was going to be Kareem Hunt, and you said it was going to be Juju.
And Kelsey ate too.
Yeah, for the 3-yard.
Kelsey ate. That's hey, I'll say.
And you know who else ate? They showed Taylor Swift 3 times in 1 minute.
Yeah, well.
So she wins.
Does that mean
I think they got
Travis
a permanent
Kelce
box.
They got to be getting money.
The Rams are also on a bye. They vastly need it. That defense does not look like it's anything special, and they missed those 2 wide receivers. The Dolphins need it, and it looks like Tua is going to make a comeback.
Man, we need him so bad.
Worried sick about him. Tua, wear a Guardian hat. And, of course, probably the best team in the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings.
Yep, that's going to hurt a lot of people. But it gives
Aaron Jones
some time to get healthy.
And those wide receivers get back into it, like Jordan Addison. And we just talking about that and some of the key things coming up. Let's just
cover running backs on this episode. So this episode is going to be the running back. We'll do a whole other episode for wide receivers.
So we're just going to cover. We're going to go through little bits of stuff, and then we're going to cover nothing but running backs game to game and who we like. Just a little bit of information that's come out since last time we have talked to y'all, which was last week. Injuries.
Man, crazy.
Who we have to worry about. Yeah, and all right,
well, let's start.
Michael Pittman Jr.
So we're starting injuries first, not running back anything.
We're going to go through this for a little bit because
let's do it.
We got to talk about it.
So let's Downs be the guy.
Downs has a toe
Downs
injury.
is hurt too,
So
he's questionable.
Alec Pierce will be the guy only if Joe Flacco plays.
Darnell Moody's questionable. I think he plays. Rashad Bateman's. Khalil Shakir may be a huge hit. He's very questionable. They don't know if he's going to make the game. Matt Prater tonight, it's a Thursday, is questionable. I don't think he's kicking tonight. So that's a big hit for San Francisco.
I know they went out and got a new kicker.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's touch and go.
When you cook, James Cook is questionable. It looks like Buffalo's all kinds of beat up. Deontay Johnson, that's going to hurt, but I think he's going to play. Zach Moss got a shoulder injury. It is going to be questionable. I think that we'll go into that a little bit. David Njoku, Nick Chubb is practicing. Gesicki's hurt.
Yep.
Joe Mixon is supposed to make his comeback this week.
Boy, they need him bad.
Thank gosh.
Yeah. Anthony Richardson's probably out another day. Jonathan Taylor is doubtful, which means Trey Sermon will.
He didn't do. I mean,
Yeah, he did what he
I could have
did.
done without Trey Sermon.
yeah, he didn't.
Yep.
He didn't do what we thought he would do. Not even part of it.
And then you have Evan Ingram, Travis Etienne's questionable. He should play though, and Zamir White's questionable. And like that matters.
If he wants to keep his job, he'll play 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Tank Bigsby is showing up.
yeah, and then after that we it's just Cooper Kupp on a bye, Devin Achane on a bye. So we're going into running backs now and game to game and just fanny advice and who we like and what game we got first.
49ers Seahawks.
Tonight's game. This is going to be
Run.
run.
Man, I tell you, there ain't a bad running back.
No, you're playing both these guys,
Y'all,
right?
you got to.
Yeah, you're playing both these guys.
Jordan Mason worked himself into the number 5 slot. He's the number 5 running back, fantasy-wise.
I
You can't take him out.
Kenneth Walker Jr.
Man, that dude is something.
You can't take him out either.
Hey, Seattle, that was a bad loss last week against the Giants. You know what? You know how you could have won? Ran the ball more than 5 times with one of the best running backs in the league.
Yep.
Tonight, get Kenneth Walker the ball, and y'all will win the game. That's my hot take. And you're starting both these guys. You're not touching Charbonnet or anybody else. I
No,
don't
not
think.
Charbonnet. No.
No.
49ers, there is nobody else. So,
No, not there at the running back.
so we'll get into the Sunday games. Early Sunday, Buccaneers, Saints. Oh my goodness!
Just a quick shout out to all those suffering in Tampa and all through Florida with this hurricane.
Oh my goodness!
From
man.
Louisiana to Florida, like we've been through it all. Mad love. I hope everybody's okay.
You guys got hit hard. Got hit
It
real
was
hard.
terrible.
We remember what Katrina was like for us.
Yeah.
And they got hit harder.
Oh yeah. So shout out to all my old friends at Patrick Air Force Base. Frenchie, you and Jason in Orlando. I know y'all are doing well. I talked to y'all earlier. Well, checked on y'all earlier. I hope everybody in Florida is doing well. Though. Our heart goes out to y'all.
North Carolina as well.
Yeah. And in that game,
And I hope they get more than $750 a household.
yeah, it's terrible.
So Tampa, you guys know Tampa's probably my favorite city. Tampa and Clearwater. I would love to move there.
That's gorgeous. Yeah.
So I hope they're able to rebuild everything just the way it was. It'll take a while.
Ybor City. Go get a cigar if you're ever there. Great place.
Man.
They got all the chickens outside.
So let's get back to the game. Running back wise, Broncos, Saints.
Kamara.
Tampa Bay Saints. Yeah. But
Buccaneers.
yeah,
Saints. What did I say?
Broncos. Calling
Oh,
It's all right.
My fault.
You got to play
It starts with a B.
tomorrow.
They both start with a B. So
Are you so the game, Tampa Bay's game, both running backs had good numbers, not great numbers, but the efficiency was horrible last week. Rashard White basically got all his yards on one big play,
Right.
and Bucky Irvin got all his yards on one big play. The Saints' run defense is a bend don't break. They're not letting. It surprised me when they scored 2 rushing touchdowns last week. Kansas City. You got to start one of them. I start Bucky Irving.
I start Bucky Irving.
Over Rashard White, but I think there's better options in other games, even in flexes.
Yeah. The Buccaneers are going to throw the ball.
They're going to throw the ball everywhere, I believe, and that's what I think is going to happen. And the Saints' offense is going to be stagnant. And with that saying,
Yeah, Spencer Rattler is going to be quarterback.
no offensive line. This is a train wreck. This team is a dumpster fire right now. But saying that,
Man, you talk about a team that started the season off looking like they were superstars.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they just fizzled out.
A lot of things got exposed.
Yeah, and they're real fast. And with that, you cannot. You're not putting Alvin Kamara on the bench.
Heck no.
No.
Heck no. Kamara might get 15 targets.
Yeah, Hayes might be the
Leading receiver in the whole
rookie
game.
quarterback, check downs. They're going to try to make this offense simplified. So I play Kamara. I like Kamara more than any other running back in this game.
Right.
Even though I think the Saints get blown out.
Not that I'm going to pick him or anything, but I'm going to do a quick shout out because Jamal Williams will be playing quite a bit in this.
Yeah, I hope they run him to the left, behind Tulisa Fuaga. As you saw in that Kansas City game, ran to the left, 1 carry, 9 yards, and you never saw him again, and you never saw nobody run to the left.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So in that game, Bucky Irving.
I started Bucky Irving.
That's it, if you have to have somebody.
If you have to have,
But absolutely, Kamara's a must play.
Yeah, he's a must play. Bucky Irvin, if you're hit on the bye or you got an injury, put him in your flex. He's nothing more than a flex, I think.
Yeah.
Cardinals, Packers.
Well, this game right here,
Josh Jacobs and Connor have to play.
One of my all-time favorite running backs in fantasy is James Conner. He carries teams every year.
Yeah,
he's super efficient. You got to play him.
Yeah, you're going to play both these guys.
Yeah.
You're going to. This game is going to be one of the funnest games to watch this Sunday because I think it's just going to be nothing but offense.
Yeah, it's going to be sling the ball.
Yeah, the Cardinals' defense is so bad that Jordan Love is a must play as well.
Oh,
every week.
Yeah, not the only questions we have going in here is pass catchers. We're going to go into another episode, but Josh Jacobs, if you got him, you're playing him. Obviously, James Conner, if you got him, you're playing him. I think, definitely. Like you said, Jordan Love, I think, is a top 6 quarterback this week. So it's going to be a great game to watch.
Texans, Patriots.
Mixon, if he's back.
Mixon's questionable. And if he's back, you're playing. You're playing.
Let's see if I can say the name. Ogumbo Wale.
I don't like him.
I don't like anybody besides Mixon in this.
Me too. I don't like Cam Akers. I don't touch Cam Akers.
No.
I cut Cam Akers if Mixon's back. Mm-hmm. Even if I picked him up.
He's not worth rostering.
No.
Ramondre.
Wow.
You have to.
He showed up last week.
You have to.
He didn't show up the week before.
Okay, so you got to think about it, okay? Drake May is playing quarterback.
Yeah, he's quarterback now.
They're going to simplify this offense for him. They can't let this guy fail. They're going to run. Whether it's 1 yard, -2 yards, they're just going to keep on running. And
letting him throw short passes.
Jalen Pope. Yep. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, you got to play him. I just don't think it's a. I think it's a low ceiling, high floor. I think 8 to 12.
I think he's a good flex player, not a 2 or a 1.
Yeah.
Now, if Mixon doesn't play,
I wouldn't touch him. I wouldn't touch nobody.
So the Texans are going to be up by I think they'll be up by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, but it's all being air.
They're going to have to run. They're going to run the clock out. So someone's going to get that if Mixon's not playing.
Yeah, but I
still stay away from him.
Yeah.
I saw Cam Akers play, and I saw him just one touch go down, and then I watched Wale
go down with first contact every single time.
He caught the ball at the backfield nice. He had a couple good runs. His efficiency was amazing with his numbers. Because if you look at the numbers, you're like, wow, what a day. If you watch the game, it's a different story.
Right.
That's why. Look, statistically, I know fantasy football statistics. I just don't think eye test and everything going in against this Patriots team.
Man.
No.
So for future waiver wires, because most waiver wires are pick clean right now.
Yeah.
If you're serious fantasy football players, yours are pick clean. So there's not even no reason to really talk about them.
Man,
but if Ramondre Stevenson fumbles one more time, Antonio is going to be the guy to pick up.
Well, they said it last week. They were supposed to start Gibson last week.
They did start him. Yeah, they did start him. He got the first series. I think it was. I don't know if it was a disciplinary thing. I don't know.
Yeah, because of the fumbles.
Yeah, and but then after that, it was Ramondre all day.
And then he came in and showed out. I mean, I try not to pick Ramondre Stevenson, but he's talented still.
With so many injuries in these buys, like Kyron Williams on a buy and stuff, you have to play him, and I'll put him as a 2. But
I'll play the averages. I'll go ahead and pick up Antonio because I think this dude's going to fumble.
Again.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice handcuff to have, I guess. I mean, but I play Ramondre Stevenson. You play Joe Mixon. I don't look at anybody else's game.
That's how I feel.
Chargers, Broncos. The Broncos are resurging, man.
J.K. Dobbins.
I play. It's going to be hard sledding with J.K., I believe.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be hard sledding, but you cannot not play him because of the offense. This is what this offense does. They run the ball.
This is a tough defense, man. But not for the run.
No, they're you're not going to throw one, Denver.
No, you definitely
You're not going to throw one, Denver, so you might as well run. And you may see a little Gus the Bus in this, too, to give him spells. I don't touch Gus the Bus in this game.
I've been watching him, and
I was hoping for
he ain't doing that.
No. And the breakaway plays that J.K. Dobbins has had is just, you can see where just give him a gap and he can take it to the house. So that's the potential for a touchdown is why you have to play him. I don't like the Chargers throwing the ball in this game. I don't. So I play J.K. Dobbins as a RB2. I think he's going to be a good RB2.
Do you play Javonte?
No. Javonte Williams has started coming to life, and I like it. But the Chargers defense is good. It's the same thing. Like I don't like nothing offensively about Denver right now.
Yeah.
I would potentially play Justice Hill over Javonte if you.
As a matter of, like I'm not starting no Denver player. I'm not starting no Denver player. I love
Their
how
defense.
Sean Payton's winning, like a smart head coach, like a
Run it down
like
your
a
throat.
CEO.
And
of a young company. He's just doing what he can to win.
playing to the strengths of the quarterback.
You watch Sean Payton coach, and it's a clinic. And then you watch people like Robert Saleh and Denise the Peace Allen in New Orleans, and it's a dumpster fire covered in kerosene. And that's why their record's the way they are with the talent they have. And then you have the Jets and who you don't have a job now. That's why.
Right.
I don't pick anybody fantasy wise in Denver.
No.
But huge shout out because they're playing ball.
If they continue on this in a year or two, they're going to be
Something.
They're going to be playoff team.
Yeah. But I look at other running backs who are 2s and 3s as a flex option before I even look at Williams or McLaughlin. So
And their quarterback Bo Nix, who you like, Tate. He's a worker, so he's going to learn in the offseason.
He's a work in progress.
yeah.
Falcons Panthers.
Man.
Oh well.
Of course you got to play.
You're gonna
Bijan.
play. You're gonna play Bijan.
I'm even playing Algier in this one. If you are hurt and you didn't get any of these Tank Bigsby's or anybody off the waiver wire, you can pick up Algier on this one.
This is one of those games where I think
Chuba's been doing good.
Chuba's great, man.
As far as fantasy points go.
Yeah, I play Chuba.
Yeah, Chuba's been in
Chuba.
my flex the whole season.
I think Chuba's going to be an RB2. I think he's going to be an RB2. Like I know the Falcons are pretty hard against the run, but you got to play Bijan Robinson. I know he's questionable, but he's going to play. And I think Algier. I think this is the game script. I just don't believe that Atlanta right now has found the way to win, has found their stride.
Darnell movie.
And yes, Moody, and it's
London.
You put Pitts. You can. I'm not worried about Pitts anymore, but
Don't say that.
They're gonna
I have him in a couple leagues, and I need him to do something.
I just believe that. I don't think he is, but I believe that Atlanta's going to get so far up on Carolina.
They're going to run it.
They're going to run it down their throat,
and they are going to preserve Bijan. So Algier, he's a player. He's a player in this. I think he is. Toward the end of the game, he's going to carry the ball a lot and spell Bijan.
Yeah, you're looking for efficiency points, especially they got a lead. I have a question. So do you believe Chuba has saved some teams? He saved me.
He saved me.
He saved me.
I haven't had a chance to get him. Y'all probably scooped him up in most leagues, but he's definitely a pickup.
But how long does it last? Does Jonathan Brooks come and take this job?
No, he doesn't.
I think it's going to take him a little while to get acclimated.
Well, I'm going to tell you this Chuba has shown his worth. So unless he messes up, it's his to lose.
If I lose Chuba in 2 weeks, I'm thankful for what he's done for me.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with whatever happens.
I do believe, but they're going to have to get this rookie involved. And Jonathan Brooks is a way better back than Chuba.
So he's better than any of them. So if they played it as a business, if the Panthers played it as a business, you run Chuba, let him gain his worth, put Jonathan Brooks in there when he's ready, and trade Chuba for some parts to this team. But I don't know if they're going to do that.
I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know what they don't know what they're going to do at quarterback. Andy Dalton finally showed who he was again, and that's Bryce Young
that's
came
why
in.
He's a backup.
Don't talk about the Red Rock.
I don't like to disrespect him. He's like a Viking.
Yeah,
and the poor boy, he goes to every team and gives a little bit of value, and then
look what he did for us.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I wish we had him back.
He led us to a losing record. I'm happy he was here.
I mean,
Terrible.
I mean, come on, man.
Bengals, Giants.
Oh, man.
Now, look, that was a good game.
It was a good game.
The Giants did good.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones showed he can maybe be competent in spots. So
Daryl Singletary is
That's
questionable.
what I look for in all my
Tyrone
quarterbacks.
Tracy definitely is waiver wire pickup.
yeah, that dude's a bowling ball, man. He was running through people.
Hey, whenever I saw that, I was like, "Hey, man, this might get this dude is showing some value, he's showing some worth." So I know the waiver wire is probably thin, but I think it was 34% of leagues.
Yeah, he's still on ours.
He's wide open and he's worth a get, especially because Daryl Singletary is questionable. If the news comes out, because we still don't know yet, I would start either one of them as a flex, as a RB2.
If Tracy could prove that he could catch the ball out of the backfield, that job is his.
It's his, yep.
So that's the only reason why Singletary is so valuable.
Yeah, he would be my RB2. Either one of them. If Singletary's healthy, I play him as RB2. If he's not, Tyrone Tracy, go pick him up. If you're missing somebody, plug and play him.
Yeah, you might as well.
You might, let's be honest right here. Joe Burrow's putting up amazing numbers. The Cincinnati's offense cannot be stopped, but the defense cannot stop anybody. They have to outscore everybody, and that's great news for
Fantasy players.
Yeah.
It's
don't get it confused at playing fantasy as win and loss. This is your guy. How is your guy doing? How is your offense doing?
the record's not indicative, but
Joe Burrow can lose every week as long as he gets you 30, 40 points.
Yeah,
He's
Cincinnati's
a
playing
good fantasy quarterback.
Yeah.
Speaking of another guy.
Do you play? Okay, Zach Moss is questionable. He is legit hurt.
Okay.
So we say Chase Brown.
Absolutely.
I play Chase Brown.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I think Chase Brown takes his job.
He very well could, man. And I've been the biggest cheerleader of Zach Moss because of his blocking ability, but
I know.
he's not.
I saw the socks. This is
It's statistically
Zach Moss.
they've done flipped it. Zach Moss to Chase Brown. Chase Brown's catching the ball.
60-40,
Yeah,
Chase
Man.
Brown.
And so you're seeing Brown get more, and Zach Moss is hurt. And what happens whenever you get hurt? You don't go on the field.
Yeah,
the other guy
if it's
gets on the field more.
That's it.
Right. The best ability is availability.
That's right.
All right, so what's the next one?
Jags Bears. Speaking of
This is going.
Bigsby.
so is this the London game?
Is it?
I believe so. So the Jaguars, ATN is
Questionable.
questionable.
He's hurt.
Sure is.
Tank Bigsby showing out.
It's London.
Tank. I think
Tank is going to still be the starter. I think they're going to hold back ETN for a little bit.
even if I play Tank Bigsby over ETN.
Yes, in this game for sure.
Yeah, one he's questionable too. Tank Bigsby's efficiency running the ball is unreal. He's got to be efficient wise. One of the top 5 running backs. I looked it up. I saw where he was last week. I watched the game. Statistically, I didn't go deep diving into the Jaguars for obvious reasons, but Tank Bigsby is the answer.
Yes.
So right there.
Against this strong Bears defense, it's got to be Bigsby.
It's got to be Bigsby. ETN, if he plays, he's going to catch the ball in the backfield like he has been doing. But I just feel like Tank Bigsby is going to run the ball. They were serious. The Jags were serious about it.
The Bears want so bad for Swift to be the guy.
But he
so
ain't.
Well, 2 weeks in a row, he showed out. This is my thought. I play DeAndre Swift against the Jaguars. Oh,
Yes.
I play both these running backs against the Jags.
yeah. This is the game. If you have Caleb Williams and you're waiting to play him, this is where you play him.
You play him now. You play. I don't believe we'll go into this a little bit further, but I think that Roschon Johnson is going to become a soldier. He vultured 2 touchdowns last week.
Yep.
DeAndre Swift had a great fantasy game 2 weeks in a row. DeAndre Swift's become a thing. His numbers on contact are not great, but they're getting better. You see Caleb Williams getting better, and this offense is opening up.
Yeah.
I mean, DJ,
love him.
More. All
DJ
the numbers,
love him.
all his numbers are going up. The Bears.
Caleb Williams is learning, man. He's putting it together.
Yeah, he is. So I start DeAndre Swift. I start Bigsby. Travis Etienne. He's a low end flex for me in this game. Roschon Johnson. If I have a standard league, I start him over some RB2s. I put him in an RB2 because he's become a vulture.
Yep.
I see that.
Next.
Commanders Ravens.
All right. This has got to be the
This is gonna be my game of the week.
This has got to be the game
Of course, you got to play Derrick Henry.
Oh, yeah. That's you. Play Derrick
I'm
Henry.
playing Justice Hill too
I'm playing Justice Hill.
in the flex.
Then you got to play the other two running backs.
I don't know if I touch Eckler.
No, Brian Robinson for
Brian
sure.
Robinson, I touch. Brian Robinson, I play him all
Eckler got some
day.
good points last week.
He did, but I don't know if the Ravens are a little stouter.
Yeah, they're gonna have to throw the ball.
I mean, yeah.
So the runners are going to be Brian Robinson Jr. and Daniels. That's who's going to.
That's who's going to run the ball. Jaden Daniels is throwing the ball over the yard. This Baltimore defense is a little more stout. Actually, I kind of think Brian Robinson Jr. kind of struggles. I think they want to contain. They're going to have. I think Baltimore always has a plan. Like we're going to take one of your weapons away, and I think it's going to be the running backs.
They're a clear weapon.
Yep. But I do think Jaden Daniels so good that I think Brian Robinson Jr. does get a touchdown that saves his day.
Man.
So I do
At
think
some
that.
point, they're going to have to be like, well, we're focusing on Brian Robinson Jr. and Daniels is tearing us apart with the run.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to put.
If they
And
get a
that boy
spy
can
or,
throw,
or
too,
however
so-
they're, yeah,
He's averaging 60 yards per game rushing.
Rushing.
Yeah.
That's
But
pretty good.
He's also hitting that 85% completion rate.
Completion percentage. And Derrick Henry just playing him you're playing him every game.
Don't even worry about him.
You're playing him every game. Just put him on autopilot. That should be on autopilot. Derrick Henry.
7 touchdowns already.
Did you see last week, like in overtime, just give him the ball. You know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what to do. It's
can.
overtime. You know what to do.
They look like they was, like I say, trying to tackle a Volkswagen out there. They couldn't do it.
These Baltimore Ravens they're for real.
But yeah, we'll talk about it later about the receivers. But they got to get more people involved, and it'll start on this game.
Yep. All right.
Colts Titans. So
Man.
if you have Pollard, don't even worry about him. Have him in this game, no matter what.
You have to.
No matter what. Don't even think about it.
Hey, listen, if you have anybody going against,
What about Tajay?
yeah,
Yep. I mean, if you're hurting and some of your players are on bye and you're going to play someone like, I don't know, Singletary or something, I would put Tajay in there.
I put Tajay Spears in there over Rashad White.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh yeah.
I do that move, and it's the Colts. The Colts are like 150 yards rushing a game. It's automatic.
You just got to pray Taylor's there.
Yeah, Tony Pollard's going to be a top 8 running back this week.
So are we sure that Will Levis is coming back this game?
I don't. Even if it doesn't, I think it's better news for the Tony Pollard.
for the running backs.
Yeah, and for Tajay Spears.
Colts wise, Jonathan Taylor's
Hurt. He's questionable. You don't know. They're trying to bring him back.
he's very careful with his body. So
Shane Steichen said he feels good. Well, Monday I felt good, dude. It's Thursday and I feel terrible right now.
There may be more than
it's probably not from running pro style offenses or nothing.
That's because I run pro style offenses. As a matter of fact.
Sweet
Well,
man.
man.
Yeah.
You've been hiding.
Come on, y'all.
So
Y'all know better.
on the Colts, I mean, if he's not playing, do you even think about Trey Sermon against this Titans defense?
I don't play Trey Sermon.
I didn't like last week's results. I say no.
I don't like it either.
Titans got a good defense.
Titans got a good defense.
Just don't risk it. Don't risk it for
It's
a
too
biscuit.
risky. It's too risky.
Too risky
I
for a
play Tajay
biscuit.
Spears over Trey Sermon.
Yes.
You know, it's just the Colts running on the Colts is too easy.
Nope.
Browns Eagles. Do you
Man.
play Saquon?
Yes.
Oh man,
When
I
do
was
I
really.
not play Saquon?
I'm the biggest
I was-
Saquon fan
yeah,
there
when
is.
do you not play
I
Saquon?
was thinking about taking him out.
Yeah.
Saquon is a savior to a lot of teams.
Man, Chubb. If Chubb comes back, I know we're right there at that cusp of maybes.
He's still practicing, but he's out. He's out this week.
Jerome Ford's okay with me.
Jerome Ford is going to be a low into high flex.
This team is
He's like
this team
running
is
back
in
22 this week.
disarray.
yes.
This
complete
Browns team is in disarray.
What do you do when you're in disarray? You run the ball. Run the ball.
I've been waiting. Like I thought last week was going to be the game with the matchup that we saw some Browns come to life because I saw the 2 deep
Jerry
passes that have
Jeudy.
come back for passes. I've seen Amari Cooper's been open and he's been dropping the ball. Like it's just error after error after error. And
Things
I
that
was
he's never done.
Yeah.
Ever.
Are they going to clean it up? Is Deshaun Watson going to clean it up?
Watson's the problem.
And then is Amari Cooper going to clean it up? And they cannot do it.
Like you guys know, when your leader gives up, everybody else, it's like dominoes, man.
I was not ever in favor of this, but you got to take this dude out and you got to put Jameis Winston in so somebody has a chance to catch a ball.
The worst signing of a quarterback ever in the history of the NFL. In history.
For some money, too.
I don't touch Donta Foreman. I think that's a pipe dream. I don't even look at that.
I don't even know if why you're talking about it.
I don't. I only touch Saquon in this game as far as running backs.
I would play Jerome Ford in a flex if I was desperate.
If I was desperate, yeah. And pray that he gets some catches out the backfield.
Right.
Yeah.
Steelers, Raiders.
Oh, man.
I actually like this game.
Do you? I do not.
Madison.
Well, because I like Fields. Fields
may not see the field.
Man, that'd be a horrible idea.
They're after that showing.
I think maybe he doesn't, but at the same time, you get some clarification when he doesn't.
Yeah.
We know Russell Wilson's practicing. We know they're still saying it's a hip. We know how bad Justin Fields struggled.
Yeah, but in the first couple of games, he did fine.
Let's just say this.
Maybe he didn't get enough sleep that night.
There are highly paid quarterbacks in this league who are struggling.
Yeah. So I don't. Samir White's questionable. I think questionable. I don't even know how this guy. He was my pick to break out and be something. I don't even know how he's in the league.
Man, the dude. Him and Swift are running neck and neck, and Swift is winning. Swift has all of a sudden become something. Yeah.
So Najee Harris.
Yeah. So I'm not a Najee Harris fan. You must play him in this game.
You think so?
You must play him in this game, no matter who's quarterback.
I think he's a flex. I think Najee Harris is a flex.
That's fine, but the thing is that'd be the one you play.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan or nothing. I just know scheme.
Yep.
Coming off that loss that they had, everybody looked bad. So run them. The Raider wise, I don't know who you run with the Raiders.
Madison, not him.
No, I'm not even running him in the flex.
Had what's his name?
I'm not doing none of them. Not anybody.
Well, he was efficient. He had 8 carries for Amir Abdullah. Amir Abdullah had 8 carries for like 48 yards or something like that. He was the lone bright spot. I mean, the Raiders were changing quarterbacks out. They didn't know who was catching just a dumpster fire.
Yeah, another
just a dumpster fire.
Another team in flux. You don't know what to do with them.
Look, Amir Abdullah might be somebody you look at on the waiver wire because he was efficiency running the ball. He gave them a spark when they didn't have nothing else going on.
You stash somebody,
stash him,
and you just hope something changes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have an IR section on your bench, pick him up and set him in.
And then you got
set him in the slot.
Najee Harris. He's a flex for me. Go in flex.
I actually think that Najee will have a touchdown and probably about 75 yards in this one.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if Justin Fields gets benched. There's a lot of questions I have about that Pittsburgh team after that Cowboys game.
Yeah. Lions Cowboys.
This is going to be a fun game. If
the Cowboys lose,
they're going to lose.
Oh yeah, I think, but there needs to be some serious questions here.
Detroit's just a better team. He still got Micah Parsons is still going to be out. DeMarcus Lawrence is hurt. The Cowboys defense. This is why I have questions about Pittsburgh. They never took advantage of any of this. Jahmyr Gibbs. You're playing him. Montgomery. You're playing him.
Cowboys running backs.
I don't touch any of them.
You don't touch nobody.
Rico Dowdle needs to be stashed if you can, or at least keep an eye on him.
I don't see him breaking out enough to
He had a good game against the Steelers, and the Steelers had a good defense. They had legitimately good fantasy numbers.
Yeah, he's separating himself from the rest of the pack.
But the thing is, it ain't very fast. I mean, he's separating himself.
Of course, the Cowboys are a throw first team right now.
So. Right now. And
they can't
he can catch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can catch it.
They'll catch it. And that's,
I don't know.
But I don't play Rico Dowdle.
There's some issues between CeeDee Lamb and Dak. They ain't vibing.
Something
ain't right. Somebody slept with somebody.
Yeah. That's out of control, man. But they beat
somebody took somebody's car.
The Steelers.
I mean, something happened.
It ain't what you do. It's how you. If you win or not. And they won. They should have never won.
CD took Dak's French fries off his plate. Something.
Yeah. The Lions are just by far a better team, but they've been by far a better team, and they've lost a couple of games.
I think they take it this week.
Yeah, they got this one.
I think so.
Coming off a bye week, yeah.
But if I had Gibbs and Montgomery,
playing
I'm
both
playing
at the same
both
time.
all the time.
If you got Stack or Handcuff, playing both.
playing both.
You know, look, the Dallas defense right now is real, and I know they're saying Lawrence may come back and Parsons may come back. They're not going to be 100%. And they're good. Even if they were 100%, you play them, right?
Right.
So if they're hurt, play them anyway.
We've been saying play them both all season long.
Yeah,
and if you did do that, you're reaping the benefit of the rewards of it right now.
Right.
Bills Jets.
Man,
This is going to be the one I'm paying attention to. The Bills are reeling. The Bills are reeling on offense and on defense.
So are the Jets.
So are the Jets.
Man.
But I think with the change of the coach, Nathaniel Hackett's gone. We talked about this earlier.
Goodness.
And then he was horrible in Denver.
Terrible.
And he's been horrible in
With the
New York.
Jets. Mm-hmm.
And I don't care how bad Aaron Rodgers doesn't like it. And he could say he didn't have nothing to do with that firing. He had
did.
everything to do with that firing.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jets said, we're not putting up with it. You're going
there's too much money out there.
right now, yeah.
That team is stacked.
This team's way too talented, and we've said it here. We said Breece Hall last year had the talent level was way less than it is today,
And he was killing it.
Killing it.
When we were talking, just like everybody
Garrett
else,
Wilson was
he should have. He's either one or two in drafting.
Yep.
And their scheme has ruined his value.
And I think they fix it. They start fixing it this game.
So this game, we don't talk about quarterbacks much because we're going to do running backs.
Yep.
So
Aaron Rodgers is going to pull it together this game. He has to.
He has to.
Because everybody's looking at him as the guy that just got this guy fired.
He threw 3 interceptions
I
last
think
week.
his jersey goes down in value.
Robert Saleh didn't throw those interceptions.
Yeah, he threw 3 interceptions last week. He threw 2 in the first half. The first half is a career.
Yeah. So
And,
Saleh's a defensive coach.
Yep.
He wanted to run motion.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers does not like motion.
Told you. Defensive coaches do not make good offensive coordinators or head coaches.
Yeah.
They just don't.
I don't know.
I don't know why it's like that, but it's
Belichick would
just like.
disagree and Parcells,
I mean,
but I agree.
he's an enigma.
But you got Breece Hall. I start Breece Hall this game.
Yes.
You have to anyway for where you picked him.
Breece Hall, James Cook, you got to do it.
But James Cook,
James Cook's probably he's kind of hurt.
you think he's going to suffer? I think James Cook's going to suffer this game.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. If Cook isn't there, then nobody.
No,
he's going to play.
If he's going to play, but when they get inside the red zone, Ray Davis is going to carry that ball.
I think if James Cook does not catch the ball, if he does not get a reception for a touchdown, he didn't see the end zone, and he needs an end zone to save him for this game because the Jets defense is going to show up. Their defensive coordinator is now the head coach.
Yep.
He's going to make a point.
He's the next guy on the chopping block.
He
better do something.
He's going to go in there. That's my defense. Hey, we're going to fix this. We're going to right this ship. He's going to come in there with that mentality. I hope it lasts. Like you see all new head coaches come in, dramatic change. The team plays inspired for a couple weeks and goes downhill. This defense is going to play inspired. If James Cook doesn't catch a touchdown, I think it's going to be low ceiling day.
Yeah.
Then
I love Cook. I think he's great.
I love Cook,
but he's a PPR machine. He's not the runner.
He's not the between
the standard guy.
And Khalil Shakir's hurt. Keon Coleman is not the answer.
He's nothing.
He had a touchdown last week, but he's not the answer. And I'm telling you what, hey, look, I think Braylon Allen is a RB2. I have him over a lot of flexes. Yeah. I have Braylon Allen in this game.
I don't know, man.
I do.
I was looking at Braylon Allen's stats like just the other day. Like he's not getting the fantasy points.
He's a touchdown hawk.
He may look good on paper and on the TV, but he is not getting points.
He's a touchdown hawk.
Yeah, but I think they're going to fix this. I have faith. Nathaniel Hackett out of there because when he was in Denver, it was atrocious. Like it was so bad. And now he come here and it's atrocious. Like it's going to get fixed. They're just too talented.
Okay.
So the Jets still have some hurt players on their defense. I mean, I still don't think they can run the ball on them.
No, I think James Cook's going to suffer running the ball. I think he gets his points catching. I think he has to catch a receiving touchdown.
Yep, and so
I'll start him. I don't think he's
value.
They don't have anybody.
The value with the Bills is the tight end in this game.
In this game, so going to be Kincaid. As a matter of fact, Amanda, we'll get into you, but thanks for your questions. We'll give you some fantasy advice on the next episode, but it has to do with fantasy bills. A lot of people want to know what's going on over there.
Struggling.
Yeah.
Man.
They are struggling.
Yep. Any other surprise running backs or anything else we need to hit up in any of these games? Anybody else you like, you don't like, that we should maybe go mention? Or anybody on the waiver wire we need to go pick up?
I've looked at the waiver
wires are pick clean, man. Tyrone Tracy's on there.
Yeah.
But you're talking wide receivers. As far as running backs go, like there is nothing.
No, Tracy's running back for the Giants.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking the Raiders.
No, that's Trey. Trey Tucker. So him. There might be another one out there. Ray Davis, I think he's going to get a touchdown for Hawkin for Cooks.
You think he's going to be a vulture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but you're talking like, why would I go get that guy?
If you're in a standard league, not a PPR league for sure.
Yeah, this isn't. You're talking like a one-game turnover.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, if you're hurting, I mean, a lot of people are hurting. Running backs is a problem this year.
Yeah.
You got Cam Akers out there, and he ain't worth doing. No. I mean, he got lucky last week, but I mean, he played 2 other games. He didn't get nothing.
I just think it's insane. Like this Tank Bigsby thing, he's still available. 60% of leagues. Like, why aren't people going to get him?
Not in any of our leagues.
No. Why isn't anybody going to get him?
That'll be his job here in the near future.
Yeah.
And I like Etienne, and I'm saying that. So
there's a good chance they trade Etienne.
Yeah.
Because they need cap space on top of that.
Yeah. Other than that, everything's, I mean, we would love to deep dive into somebody. Amir Abdullah, that may become something. We've talked about that, but that isn't nothing. You're going to stash that this week.
Yep.
See how that goes.
I'm playing Justice Hill in one of our leagues because I think this is his game right here that he's going to.
Okay.
For a PPR league, he's going to be their leading receiver.
Yeah. That's our
crazy.
Week 6 running back advice game for game. If you have any questions or if you want to go deep diving in some next gen stats or
send us some comment questions.
Yeah, send us some comments, send some questions. We love the support. All our friends in Tampa Bay and the Florida area. Our prayers go out to y'all.
Yep.
And look, support us. We love y'all. We appreciate everything y'all do. Please continue it. And we thank you all. We love this hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this concludes our episode. Until next time, I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
And I'm the Shadow Eye.
And we're out.
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah. They know it's true.